All right. So, what I want to show you is it's 100% sure the market's gonna go over here, right? We're gonna remove this thing. It's a daily of it's a daily time frame of Nasdaq. So the market closed over here on Friday and opened, leaving a gap. What I feel is that first the first market will draw this liquidity, and then it's gonna come back as a reverse move, and then it's gonna continue. And probably what I think is before New Year, the market can reach over here. So if you go to like smaller time frame, just give me a second. And we'll look at this. The market is running higher and higher, but it left these London low and this Asia low, right? So what my idea basically is, because market is showing like small retracements, because if you see in like 5 minutes, look at this. What time is it? It's 9:26. Right, look, it is showing like a small retracements. 1, 2, look at this, 3, 50% retracements. 4, even if you take this displacement, we need market to come back to its equilibrium or this discount range. Then I want market to go higher, and what I want is, what my plan basically is, and I won't trade any other plan. I don't want to trade it towards these or something, right? If it goes naturally towards here, then it's well and good, because then my structure is gonna be probably this. Look, it's gonna be like then bigger time frame. Probably it won't be any trade today then. So market has started going lower. Delete this. This is the equilibrium range. I want it to trade over here. Then my basic plan is it should trade over here, then show an inverse fair value gap, and then rally higher. But it's, I still have like 2 minutes left for market open. Whereas in ES, if you see, I'm not focusing too much on ES, but ES by, I guess, itself, yeah, look, no, look, if you, yeah, ES is quite close to reaching at the point. Today's kind of confusing day, honestly. I need to focus more on just watching, because today's day is gonna tell me like what the price action of upcoming week's gonna be. I have a chart open over here, there, which just has like top step, like X for my trading. One screen I have Nasdaq chart, on one screen I have ES chart, and I won't change my charts. I don't have to now change the screen again and again. Let me check the OBS if it's working fine. Yeah, it's perfect. It should be good. Like I don't mind as long as my voice is coming to it. I don't mind. Right, yes. Oh yeah, look, the market open and straight away look. I'll wait for the first fair value gap first. I wanna see a good fair value gap. And then my idea is to inverse it. You know what? I know people gonna be there who will try to inverse this gap towards lower, but my idea is not the same because I don't know like when market will flip. Like my bias is bullish. I don't care about anything else for real because I know people what are they gonna do. Trust. I'll be honest, this is very bad sign. Probably, you know what? I don't want to, but I have to flip my bias because market's been going higher and higher since London in Asia, right? And what the problem is, the S&P is about to reach these highs, which isn't a good sign, honestly. It didn't, honestly. For now, it isn't. It's too much big range market. Look at this. The market didn't reach. So there's no SMT for now, which is a good sign. This can be the first fair value gap, but Probably it is too big, which I don't like at all. Because too big gap means I need to lower my position size. It is going towards the London low first, I guess. ES didn't reach the market. Like ES didn't reach the liquidity. Honestly, I didn't expected market to move this much near the Christmas time. Uh, this is showing like a bullish thing, right? All right, London low taken. Yep, London low taken. So it is like an SMT now. If you see in a bigger time frame, it is a sort of SMT, not a proper SMT, but yeah, sort of SMT. Let's see if it wants to take area low as well, because the issue is if it goes over here, look at it, 87. It's crazy, it's way too much. So I need a good entry for real. The market is kind of, it wants to do something, I believe. So I want to tell you that there's no news today. I checked the Forex last night, Forex Factory. Last night there's no news. What I believe is, honestly, I'll say a few things now. This has become my life, honestly. These charts and all. Because all I think is about these charts. I don't think nothing else. I think about these markets all the time. Did it reached? Look at this. I'm glad I didn't entered this market, like this consolidation. So what I want to see is I want to see it go down, go lower, show me a good fair value gap, inverse that fair value gap, and just trade all the way towards over here. I have no clue why is it doing this way. Yep, the good part is the ES is going lower as well, and it left the equal high, so there's more chances that it's gonna go back and complete those highs. Yep, officially London hit, and the market is still going lower. Again, it didn't left any fair value gap. We can't count it as a fair value gap, honestly. It's breaking all the gaps by its wick. I knew it. Market's gonna be complicated near the year end, and I was ready for it because this is the main time to show the patience. Great test of patience. I can try a trade over here, honestly. Because I really like this structure that it's not going beyond this point. I don't want to take Asia, and I really like this move, up move displacement, but you never know, anything can happen, honestly. What I'm looking is I won't trade like directly at CAST. I want like a CAST, then a fair value cap, then a fair value gap pillar, then it should go towards this. The only barrier right now is this fair value gap, because I don't believe in this fair value gap right now, which should be respected honestly, because if this get reversed, this fair value gap should definitely get reversed. There's no point of holding this again back, right? Because market is tend to go higher. It's too close to its target. Look at this. It's very close. What I'm waiting is like, what I believe is at 950 the market can show a good move. Market is kinda not a good price action today, because it's not showing a direct price action. It is like jittering and all today. I'm getting urges to watch a YouTube live or something of that same guy, but I don't want to. Because I believe I can do better than him, honestly. I won't lie. I know what the market is like. So I would say again, the only hurdle right now is this gap, this big gap. I'm unsure about this gap. Three more minutes. Yup. Not a good displacement, but yeah. There's no fair value gap. So the whole consolidated garbage. I'm gonna mark the gap over here as well.
Order filled.
I have entered the market. I've entered somewhere over here. I've entered with the 4 positions. Honestly, just due to the fact of the passing of the challenge, my heartbeat is racing right now too much. Right? I'm like scared. I won't lie. Which I don't want to be scared because this is a good trade, honestly. And it has potential to reach. It totally has a potential to reach over there. Probably my first stop is over here. Then I've already set my limit and all. I moved my first limit from there to all the way upside. Honestly, I shouldn't do that. Because that is my rule. I can't break that rule. Even to get like funded quickly or something, I need to follow my rules. The only barrier right now is this fair value gap. You know what? I'll place the exact trade. It's 715. Yep, it is exact. So my first stop is over here. Yep, exactly this point. Yep, I believe it's 9:30 open. I want to see it to run my first partial. I won't lie, but I am really stressed right now, which I shouldn't be, honestly. And I'm gonna watch the stream later on, probably on weekend. I wanted to just first hit my first limit over here. You know what, like these candles are too light, I believe, but these are like full opacity. So I'm gonna send everything to back. Why this green candle is too light? Probably this gap is too dark, I guess. Almost. It is too bright, yeah. Because after this it's gonna be like just a ride, honestly. Look how it is jittering right now. It's not. My stop is right somewhere over here. Sorry, my buy limit. Sorry, my sell limit of my first target, and it's just jerking right over there. Fucking orgasmic me. You know what? I'm gonna make it to break even. So I made it break even. I don't like how it is not pushing that point. I've no clue what's wrong with it. The good part is I can move my stop over there. Margarita. You know what? I'm gonna focus on this Fair Valley Gap. I don't want it to go below this Fair Valley Gap. One minute in 10 o'clock open. It's almost. You know what?
Order filled.
150. Look how precise. I sold it over here, right, gang? Now my stop loss is break even. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my. Just give me a second. I don't want to fuck up things, right? So 150. What I would need is 800. I guess. That's not good. It isn't good. I move my stop loss over here because the low is over here. Because it is going all the way down, right? Today's day is gonna be a little bit like jittery. Look at the market. I don't know why it's going lower for no reason. It closed over there. It can hit my break even, but I will hope that it reverses and go all the way upside over here, because that's what market is supposed to do, I believe. You know what? I needed 800, 157. I'm gonna target for like 700 to be real, but I believe it's better if it reverses from this point, because it has already touched the 50%. I don't know what's happening, but the good part is I took my little partial off. If that's the reason, I can place my stop loss over here, which is $32. I know I already have like 150. I don't mind to be break even day. Honestly, with this fear, I believe I'm learning a lot about managing the risk, because I'm trying my hard to not get a loss, which is a long term thinking, I guess, because I'm not focusing on short term like a big trade or something like that, because I have whole life. If even I make like $150, like $100 each day, that is like a $500, that is like a $2,000 in a month. It's not less. The compounding thing works. I believe I'm gonna get stopped out, which I don't wanna get.
Order filled.
Yep. And I'm done for the day. It's $120, which isn't good. Too good, but not too bad. The only worst part. Yep. So I'm stopped out, right? So I entered over here. I'm gonna replay my trade. Like I'm gonna tell like what happened. I entered over here. I don't want to play it again, but I'm gonna just fucking like do it quickly. First of all, my balance is I'm gonna 700 more, right? 286, 52, 286 is my balance. So what happened is I entered over here, right? It went towards upside. I took the partial. I placed my stop loss over here, right? So it took my stop loss out. Probably what I believe is what's happening is, yeah. So this was my basic trade. The best part is I took the partials. I entered with 4 micros, right? And I took two partials over here, which gave me like 150, but I still didn't break even the stop loss, right? So it gave me like minus 32, which is fine. Look, you know what's the fire part is, I don't want big wins. Honestly, I don't want big wins. I just want to conserve my capital and grow slowly. That's my whole move, honestly, because I've already paid like my fees. I don't mind like if it takes more time, which I especially don't want it. But the only thing is I need to be calmer. I was kind of anxious and all, and I believe it will like take a little time, but there will be a time when I'm gonna get more calmer. And again, last thing I'm gonna say is the trade was good, but this wasn't like a plus set of Y because of this fair value gap. This is a huge block of fair value gap, and I believe that like market's gonna consolidate within this thing today. It should be like a smaller gap. That would be a fun thing, but it's okay. Look how market is consolidating over here and giving hopes and all. So yeah, this was my today. I got free like quite earlier, like probably in like 10 minutes. I took my trade over here 9:50 and I got out at 10 for around like 15 minutes, which is a good thing. I was nervous as fuck just because of passing the challenge, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm right now. I got a little further and I am. It is 52 to 86, so I need around like 700 to pass my challenge, which isn't a biggest issue, I believe, right? I can do that easily. So Monday started with $120. So you know what the basic thing is? Worry about working again, right? But I have like a time and stuff. Like, you know what I should do? Basically, first thing, it's pretty sure that I'm gonna make it in trading, right? Because there's no like chance, honestly. If you look over here, like at my so if I count two, if I count like first I'm gonna count the losing mode. 1 2 3 4 5 6. There's 6 losing days in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. It's double. There's a reason why it's 6 losing and 6. And what I've noticed recently is that my losses are becoming less and less, lower and lower and lower, because I don't risk too much. Because honestly, I don't mind if my profit is less, but I really mind if my loss is more. So I want to keep my loss very, very, very low, just to keep the account live. And honestly, I believe I love this craft. So yeah. So now I will talk. You know what? I'm gonna show my screen over here. I'm gonna open Top Step over here. I don't know if they're gonna allow from 2 devices. Wait. Yeah, it got logged out from the laptop. Alright, look at this. So look at this. First day, there's just like one day when I went below my MLL. Like I was given like 2000 drawdown, right? So this is the only trade when I went like 378 at like drawdown. And then there's been no week, no nothing. Though my growth has been like slower and slower and slower, which honestly I shouldn't mind. Like if I go to India, I shouldn't mind of like a slower growth, right? Because if I see like $150 is in India, look, 150 USD to INR. Look at this, it's 13,000. What's the rate? This isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good. I don't want India to get stronger in like dollar. Like I don't want Indian currency to get stronger. Honestly, you can't see it, right? So look at this. It's 89.57 Indian rupees. I don't want it. So yeah, so I was over here. So there's just like one trade, like one day. How many positions did I took? Size 3. You serious? Calculator. So I entered at 25,214 and I exit at 25,152. 62. You get like mud. Honestly, it can happen. It's not a big deal. The only thing is this time, and I wish I had like a proper something like a video or something for that. Then it was good. Oh my god. Plus green day, red day, which is a good red day, but it's just like 165. It's not a big loss. I really like a smaller loss, like a 200, 100, 200, $300 loss. Looks good, honestly. I'll show you the ugly part. Look, this week was going best, I believe. Look at this. 734. Fucked up. Took too many trades. Took, I guess, 3 trades. Duh. Came back to 2. This was the worst week, I believe. Because look at this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was grinding hard and hard and hard. And I believe I went to $1,000 over here. Then directly $900 loss in 2 trades. Because I remember the first loss was probably of, I guess, $400. Then I took another trade, $500, just due because I was watching a YouTube video at that time, and I believe that the YouTuber I used to watch doesn't has anything special than me, honestly, because he loses a lot, right? So yeah, this was like the worst. I would have been funded over here last Monday, honestly. Then again, I lost these trades kinda due to I was watching the YouTuber. I wouldn't blame him like blatantly, but still, you know, when I lose, what I've noticed, whenever I try to make a retracement trade, like when the market, I know the market's gonna go higher, right? So before it going higher, I go and take a reversal trade. That's my biggest losing thing I've ever noticed. Whenever I believe that market's gonna go towards this point, and I take, and it goes first reversal, and then I take the trade and it goes towards the direction, even if it gives me partial and stops me out, still it's a better day. Because I don't care if it's 120, if it's 100, if it's 80. All I care about is I don't want a loss. I'm just here to avoid the losses. Win is gonna happen by itself. I believe this. So now what's my target? So basically my target first is, look, I'll tell you, the Thursday, it's a holiday. So my basic, you know what my basic target is? To get funded this week by any chance. It's not hard. I'm just left with, I guess, $714 to get funded to get 53,000, right? So my basic goal of this week is to get to 53,000, like easily, right? Slowly and gradually, right? I still have fear in my heart that of losses and all, which will fade away when once I believe I get my first payout. Honestly, this fear is normal because what I believe is I am manifesting that I'm gonna get payout before, like, you know what, like my target is, if I get like funded over here or anywhere, next day I'm gonna start my account, and it's not gonna be hard to make till $2,000 in my account, right? My express, and then I'm gonna withdraw $1,000. It won't be that harder. $25 is off. Then I got 29, 30, 2 days over here. No, I got like 3 days over here. 29, 30, 31, and then next month. One is off, then two, and then this whole month, this whole week. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a rule. I'm gonna set a rule that my maximum loss can be $400, not lower than that, like not more than that. Honestly, look, this can be the best thing. If, like, when I get my express account, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to like 52k, and then look, my MLL is paused over here, and then what I'm gonna do is anything above 52,000, whenever I need, I'm gonna withdraw it, which I'm gonna try is like after 52,000, what I'm gonna do is after every like 5 days I'm gonna withdraw the money. You know what I believe, what I'm thinking right now? Look, even though after these losses, look at this, one loss cannot like determine my whole journey, I believe, right? Even after these two losses, I'm still making my way towards. The game isn't gonna be easy, right? The game isn't gonna be easy. The only thing is I need to stay in this game. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. And I've made my mind, honestly. I'm gonna go to India. I'm gonna move over there, and I'm gonna, I don't know what this is. and I'm gonna keep on trading this top step. I'm gonna get like payouts, get like multiple accounts, copy them. So $150 will be converted to 300 by itself. So when I'm gonna get like $1,000 from one account, the better part is do it from the same other account. I don't know who's calling. I don't pick random calls, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna end this recording. Alright, bye bye.